This is the second question, right?
Yeah, I don't like. I have just opened it like whatever the first page came.
Mm-hmm. No issues.
Okay, so the and can you turn on your camera if possible?
Yes, I can. Give me 10 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the question is discuss the various determinants of ethics for individual, professional, and social life. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's see what you have written. Ethics are governed by the accepted beliefs, values, customs, principles, and notions by a group, community, society, nation, or culture. So, like you have basically defined what are ethics, right?
Yes.
So, definition I believe is like the introduction is fine.
Okay.
Okay, like you have used basically the approach of definition.
Yes.
So that is fine. One thing is that, see, if you look at the presentation of your answer,
Mm-hmm.
okay, do you think like it is looking like an answer, or is the answer looking like some type of notes?
Notes, I would say.
Yeah, right. So this is
Yeah.
the only problem, like with respect to the presentation, like they are giving me the feeling of notes rather than an answer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, like this is not needed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just start. What, like directly start now? Why have you put in like these bullets?
Yeah.
Okay, so ethics are governed by the accepted beliefs, customs, values, principles. Okay, then the determinants of ethics vary with each individual profession and social culture. Okay, so this is like you have used a connecting line to move from the introduction to body, right? And
Yes.
it's a good connecting line. Okay.
Okay.
Now coming to individual determinants. Now, like you have written introduction and then you're moving to the first heading. Okay,
Yes.
so like whatever subparts are there in your answer, what we can do is we
Mm.
can like make a box around them. Okay, so that
Okay.
it will basically enhance our presentation. The
Yes.
examiner can clearly see, okay, three things are asked: individual, professional, and social life. So here are the three subparts.
Yes.
Okay, it will make it easy for an examiner to read it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so individual determinants first is morality. Now try to try to number your number your points, right? Give a numbering to them, like 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay, this will basically just enhance your presentation. Everything is fine, content is fine, but the problem is that that feeling, like we are getting the feeling of they're like these are notes but not an
Mm-hmm.
answer. So all these things will make it look like an answer.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
now second, morality, a person is guided by their own morals. When one's morals align with their societal belief, the society seems them ethical. When not, then they are considered as basically unethical. So like you are saying, like the first individual determinant is morality, and morality is basically one's own morals or like one's own belief system, right?
Yes.
Now see, in exam you will not get so much time to write a 4 line or a 5 line long point. Like if I ask you, in how much time did you write this answer?
It took me 15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So right now you are taking 15 minutes for a 10 marker. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
exam we have to complete it within 7 minutes. So it's basically
Yes.
half of the time that you are taking right now. So how will we reduce that time? It is only by reducing our content. If it is a
Mm-hmm.
150 word, that means we have to complete it within 130 to 150 range, otherwise you won't be able to complete your paper. Whatever word
Yeah.
limit they have given, it is like designed scientifically. They have not just written it for the sake of writing it. If you will not adhere to the word limit, now you will never complete your paper. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now if I ask you, how can you shorten it into one or two line?
Yeah, that's a challenge for me.
That's the challenge now. So that challenge is only one, like the only thing that we have to overcome right now. Presentation and all will improve with time, but whenever some line comes to your mind, try to, if you're thinking about four or line long point, try to reduce it in one or two line. Now how can we do that? A person is guided by their own morals. When one's moral align with their societal beliefs, then the society deem them ethical. When not, they are considered as unethical. So what we can say is that basically alignment of one's morals with the societal beliefs.
Yes,
Okay. So like only by writing only this much, the point is also conveyed.
correct.
We need not to write everything, and by example it will become more clear. Like, dowry is unacceptable to certain individuals but acceptable to the certain part of the society. Okay, so just give an example. So try to write, you need not to write complete sentences for every point. We can complete one point in some certain short phrases also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you need to work on this aspect also. We have to reduce the content so that we can write within the time limit. So one was
Yes,
your presentation and second is your word limit. So these two are the main challenges for you right now. Okay.
yes.
Values, beliefs, principles shaped by individual experiences. Like this point is fine. Views and opinions that are divergent. Now, divergent to what?
Societal's belief. I mean, societal belief.
So make it complete now. That are divergent to societal belief or that are against the social norms.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Somebody
Yeah.
written something.
So, ma'am, are these points sufficient to explain this determinant, individual determinant, or should I mean, was there a need for me to add more?
No, no. See, because since three subparts are asked, right? Individual, professional, and social. So, in every point, if we write three points also, then together we are writing 9 points. For a 10
Okay.
marker, anywhere between 7 to 8 points will work. Because, see, for an 10 marker, so 1 marks goes to the introduction, 1 marks goes to the conclusion. 8
Mm-hmm.
marks, so try to write 7 to 8 marks, because obviously we cannot write 8 points for every 10 marker, but at least we can try to write 7 to 8 points. And suppose we are writing less points, let's say we are writing 5 points, so we are also supplementing one, like 2 or 3 points with some examples also.
Yes.
So together with example, try to make it 7 or 8 pointer.
Okay,
Consider
ma'am.
example as the separate point.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
so this is how like we can work out.
Sure, ma'am. So, ma'am, traditionally I have had this problem. I've
Hmm.
always been I've always been very elaborative in my expression, whether it be, I mean, either in talking or writing. So that always has been a challenge for me. So
Okay.
to be brief and concise is what is needed for me.
See, same challenge I also faced when I started my answer writing. Same problem I also had. Ki I used to write like long sentences. Okay.
Hmm.
But when you will write 50, 60 answers now, you yourself
Hmm.
will see improvement. But you need to write those 50, 60 answers. Obviously, in one answer, we cannot achieve the perfection. It
Yeah.
requires consistent effort. Everything requires consistent effort. Okay, but if you'll write 50, 60, automatically the content will start reducing, and also you will have to do the answer writing within time limit. If you will not give yourself the time limit na, then you don't have that urgency in your mind to complete the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose you start with a time limit, what will happen? Initially you will not be able to complete the answers, right? But eventually, like, for some time, maybe 30-40 words are left, then it will get reduced to 20 to 25 words, then it will get reduced to 10 to 12 words. Ultimately you will start completing answers when by the 10th or the 12th answer you will, like, your first aim will then become to at least complete the answer on time. Like, maybe you will compromise on quality, maybe instead of writing 7 or 8 points you are writing 5 or 6 points, but at least you will get into that zone of completing the answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is also needed. Speed we can improve with time, but try to write within time limit, only then improvement will be seen.
Yeah.
Okay, because if we give ourselves free hand na, ki we have not put any timer or any stopwatch, then so we have a lot of time, and in a lot of time everybody can write a good answer, but the main challenge is to write within the time limit, right?
Yes.
So that is the main challenge, and that can only be done if we start writing under time limits. Start with
Mm-hmm.
only one answer or two answers, but at least write those one or two answers, and within time limit it will also not be very difficult for you, because you know I have to dedicate only 20 minutes or 25 minutes of my entire day to the answer writing. Otherwise it takes 1 hour, 1.5 hour.
Yes, yes, correct.
Right. Okay. Now coming to this. Discipline and ethos.
Yeah. So this is a part of professional determinants in which
Establishing. Haha.
first point was on previous page.
Okay, the first point was on previous page. Yeah, that I had read. Okay, so discipline. Now see what I'm saying now, that numbering is missing. Okay,
Yes, yes.
so that is very important. Establishing discipline requires setting clear boundaries. This can also define ethical conduct. Example: military conduct. Fundamental rights are not totally enforceable in the military services. But how is this example substantiating the point?
So, ma'am, for the military conduct,
Hmm.
uh, some violation of fundamental right might happen. Okay, during
Hmm.
the service,
Hmm.
and it might be seen as unethical also. But because they are bound by their service
Hmm.
uh, and their disciplinary ethos, they abide by it.
Okay, but don't you think, like you have written, establishing discipline requires setting clear boundaries? So
Mhm.
like, instead of giving some negative connotation like fundamental rights are not totally enforceable, we could have write that they are guided by the strict military rules or like their strict training process. Okay, like discipline, or like discipline is the like the main ethical framework for military.
Yeah.
Okay, because I think that like fundamental rights are not totally enforceable, it is not substantiating this point, like establishing discipline. I understand that you are saying that this is like one of the compromise that they are ready to do,
Yes.
right? But it is not conveying as it is one of the ethical principles for like the military conduct. It is an exception.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Connectivity is missing here.
Yeah, connectivity is missing. Okay. Now, the social life is influenced by custom, beliefs, traditions accepted by a culture or society. Our social setup defines our values and contributes to our way of life. Okay. The problem is not with the content. Okay. Learning footwear.
Leaving footwear outside
Okay.
temples.
Okay. Okay. Leaving footwear outside temples. Yeah, this is fine. Hindus touching the feet of elders, right? ethics, marriage, acceptance, polygamy, monogamy, acceptance. Like, right, where are they accepted? Because see, these are all exceptional things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, right, where does this polygamy or monogamy is existing today? Like in certain tribes, it is a social norm for that tribe.
Yeah.
Okay, we cannot write such things in like in general for the entire society.
Yes.
Okay, so if you are giving any specific tribe specific, any area specific example, so mention that, like, see this, like the concept of polygamy is a social norm for this tribal group,
Mm-hmm.
because this is not a social norm for the entire world or for the entire Indian society. Otherwise this
Mm-hmm.
goes into the negative connotation.
Yeah.
Okay, then ethics always come along with our conduct as a compass that continuously oscillates from right to wrong basis the place, religion, group, and yeah, the conclusion is fine, like you have given a summary or an importance based conclusion, so
Yeah.
that is fine. Overall the attempt was good. It's just that we need to work little bit on the presentation and the word limit, because it is exceeding word limit. Because see, first of all, you don't get an entire page in UPSC to write. You will see margins. Next time whenever
Mm-hmm.
you attempt, make a 1.3 centimeter margin on both the sides and then write.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, because it is not a complete A4 paper that you get.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you should have the habit, and because if you'll transgress into these margins, na, negative marking is there.
Okay.
So we should have the habit of writing within the within the margins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll work on it slowly and slowly. Now let's first start the session for today. Okay, everyone is also waiting.
Sure, ma'am.
Shiva and Ashutosh, can you also switch on your cameras? How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
Fine. Okay. Okay, so I have also made one sheet for previous year questions. Okay, I have combined all the questions topic wise. Okay, according to the syllabus heading. Okay, we'll share it in the group so that you have all the questions PYQs at one place and you can just simply segregate them into the different topics now. Okay, so like topic 1 is ethics and human interface, so you'll get all the PYQs from 2013 to 25 at one place.
Perfect, ma'am. This sort of framework will help with other subjects also.
Yes, we'll do it for the other subject also. Like right now we are doing ethics, so I have started with ethics so that at least you do that alongside.
Okay.
Okay, now this will help you in your like basically note making also. Now if we see analyze this ethics and human interface. Okay, now in the syllabus it is given essence, determinants and consequences of ethics in human actions, dimensions, ethics in private and public relationship. So see, from this heading ना ethic essence से लेकर ये this public relationship till that point, you will see basically they are asking questions only around the importance of ethics. Okay, and one aspect will be importance of ethics in the personal life and one aspect will be in the public life. Sometimes they can ask you to compare both of them, like, or draw the interrelationship between them, like how the ethics in the personal life is guiding the ethics of the professional life. If one is ethical in personal life, only then that person can be ethical in professional life. Okay, or they will simply ask you like what is ethics, what is values, what are morals, as simple as that. Like, see, let's see. See, what do you understand by about values and ethics? In what way it is important to be ethical along with being professionally competent? Right? So, basic definition of ethics and values and their importance in professional life. Right? Then some people feel that values keep changing with time and situation, while others strongly believe that there are certain universal and eternal human values. Give your perception in this regard with due justification. So here, what is the theme? Basically, are ethics, morals, or values static, or are they dynamic? So in such type of questions, we have to take both the stands. Yes, there are certain ethics that remain static, right? Like honesty. Now honesty is such a value that will remain like like true for the any time period. So
Yes.
people are required to be honest, like every time, right? And then we'll also have to tell, okay, then there are certain ethics that changes with time also.
Yes.
Now what kind of examples we can cite for that?
Caste system, caste
Yes,
division,
yes,
dowry,
dowry,
sati,
sati, exactly. Okay. It is often said that
vid, widow remarriage.
yes, yes. So see, in ethics and values you have to draw all the examples, or like, now tell me, like, for such type of questions, do we require to study any like material extensively, that we cannot write an answer to such a question without reading something concrete? So you will find that ethics questions are very simple and like very logical. It's just that we need answer writing practice only. If we write answers to all these questions, now your ethics will be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so ethics may just like try to write as many PYQs as possible. It will help you prepare your themes also, and it will get you into that zone of answer writing for ethics also, because ethics is just answer writing, not like nothing else. Just prepare basic definitions, basic examples, and examples also you will collect while writing the answers. Now when you will have to, like, you have to give examples in this type of question, so you yourself will, you can go and search about, give me certain examples, that like certain example of the values that remain static in time, and give me certain values that changes with the society. Give me with respect to both the western society, and give me with respect to both the Indian society, certain values that have changed over a period of time. Automatically your note has been made also on the topic ethics versus time, है ना?
Yes.
So that is how we can do our note making also simultaneously while writing answers to these questions. And even if you prepare just the themes that have been asked by UPSC, trust me, entire preparation for ethics is done. We need not to study like any bulky material, any 1,000 page or 500 page book for ethics. Nothing is required. Everybody runs behind lexicon. Trust me, don't ever buy lexicon. It is
Sorry,
some
ma'am, I have it.
don't buy, like, don't even try to study ethics from lexicon. Yes, Ashutosh.
Ma'am has given me lexicon.
Sorry.
Sir has given me my mentor. He has sent me lexicon book.
He has sent you lexicon, that's okay, but have you ever tried to read it, like to prepare ethics?
Not yet.
Not yet, na. So don't study it. Trust me, just solve the PYQs and your ethics will be prepared.
Even I said, ma'am, before, like Govind sir said, before that I don't know that ethics have some kind of book.
Okay.
I don't have, I just have my own handwriting notes.
You had your own handwritten notes, and from where had you prepared those notes?
Ma'am, from Target UPSC.
From Target UPSC.
Sudarshan Lodha.
Yeah, I know. See, just have 50-60 page notes based on the themes that have been asked by UPSC. For these themes, try to find examples across various sectors of life. Like, we can have examples from corporate world, have examples of civil servants, have examples of historical personalities. In history also try to find global personalities as well as Indian personalities. Then from politicians, from sports arena. So we can have dimensions from various sectors of life. Just don't keep your examples one dimensional. Like we are just preparing the examples of civil servants. Okay, we need to be diversify in our research. Okay, now, like if you people have some standard textbook, so from that standard textbook just prepare the definitions and just extract the examples if given for any topic. Okay, but don't go for the theoretical part. Like suppose they start explaining certain theories. Okay, we need not to do that. Wherever you find that there are certain like anywhere you feel in ethics textbook some complex things have started, like they have gone into some explaining certain theories or bombarding certain terms, stop it there. Okay, now tell me, now for writing such questions, how will you use that? So nothing complex is required. You yourself can see the questions, they are very simplistic in nature. Now see, even if we see like earlier years the questions are quite simple. If we pick up from like some latest years also, now see, what are the major teachings of Mahavir, explain their relevance in the contemporary world. Okay, this is also one of the important themes of UPSC. Whenever they will ask you to tell the teachings or the contribution of some great personality, they will also ask you to write its importance in the present time, because that is the application part. Because teaching, so anybody can write, right? You just have to remember the facts and just write it. But how, then how will they like check your presence of mind or your analytical ability? That will be checked only if they ask you to explain its importance in the contemporary world. Now if I ask you, like if we discuss this question, can you give me at least two examples? Like first of all, tell me two major teachings of Mahavir. Everybody knows Mahavir, right? Founder of Jainism.
Yes, ma'am.
So any two simple things, whatever comes to your mind, and just try to relate how can we use it in the contemporary world, in the present time.
Ma'am, actually, so
Anything, like what is the basic philosophy of
ma'am,
Jainism?
they are
Non-violent.
against non-violence,
Exactly. First is
but
non-violence.
we are going towards the violence.
So that is why I tell na importance ki see, in the present world so many conflicts are going on, like the Russia-Ukraine war, Israel-Palestine war. So many casualties are happening. So if we apply the teachings of Mahavir in present times, we can save so many human casualties. So the nations need to sit and have conversations and come at a peace resolution. So that is the relevance in the present time. Now tell me, like all this so this ethics will just require interlinking of whatever you have studied in GS 1, 2 and 3. Examples will come from there. Okay, and you will have to just link it from the ethical perspective. So there is just basic terminology that you need to imbibe for writing the answers of ethics. Like every answer, like every point should emote certain emotion. Like you are emoting non-violence, peace, objectivity, neutrality. Like it should show that you are an ethical person. Whatever point you are writing, you are a very ethical person. Okay, then you will see if we prepare PYQs, another advantage is that if you will see, constitutional morality is one of the important themes. Constitutional morality they have asked twice in ethics paper, and they have also asked in GS2 as well. Okay, then from this heading, one thing you can go through the questions, you will understand like the major theme is